Hi guys, and welcome to Football Canapes for this FA Cup final. Yes, the match should start in about 20 minutes, but there's so much to talk about. There's so much to mull over, and and there is so much that needs discussing. And yeah, so I mean, let's get started right away. Just let me just have a look at some of the background things that they're working, and we should we should be good to go. And yeah, the crowd is ready, and yeah, so I mean, this match is has become more of a match where off-field events have taken over rather than on-field events for Manchester United. At least this is Manchester United's third final in in uh, in about 2 years. They reached the final of the FA Cup 2 years ago as well. They lost Manchester City to 1. Ilkay Gundogan scoring both the goals, and so I mean, there's so much to talk about. We'll be delving into all of it. We'll be delving into all of that with Erik Ten Hag's future. The talk is, and it's now more than just talk, that he'll be given his marching orders regardless of the result. Regardless of the result, uh, in this game, which is rather unfortunate. I mean, fan of, I'm no big fan of Ten Hag, but the guy has had to go through quite a lot in the in the 2 years that he has had as Manchester United manager, and yeah, so I mean, the Guardian broke the story yesterday that the United owners have decided to part company with the Erik Ten Hag, regardless of the in this match. And then the news is that Erik Ten Hag has been and was of course the assistant manager at Manchester United when they were under the stewardship of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and and yeah, so it's there was criticism that was Darren McKenna, and he was you know, he was so uh, there was a lot of uh, criticism that came his way in the form of uh, in the form, in written media, that his way of functioning at or his training methods weren't quite, you know, up to standards or up to mark, boring, this, that, and the other, and and then um, and then he left when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was fired, and then in came Erik Ten Hag. And then Manchester United's form picked up last season when they uh, when they finished third in the Premier League. They reached the, what was it? I think they might have reached the quarterfinals of Europa League. They they were they were they were the winners of the Carabao Cup. They reached the finals of the FA Cup, as I said, and then uh, and then they and then this season they have had a lot of injuries. Unfortunately, a lot of injuries focused on the centre back area of the pitch, where Lisandro Martinez and Harry Maguire is out today. Casemiro has had to play. Rafael Varane, who's fit today but has missed a lot of matches for Manchester United, and yeah. So we'll be going over the team news when it comes up. I mean, it is there, but we'll talk about that. But Erik Ten Hag, the way he's been talking, looks like you know, in a way, yeah, dead man walking type kind of a situation with Erik Ten Hag. He's more or less given up, but that writing, if you ask me, has been on the wall for a long time now. It's usually the case when new managers, new owners come in. They usually try to get their own person in charge, and so that they can talk to they can get their whole idea across, and then there's no baggage as such. But this is just a partial takeover from Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his team, Ineos, his company Ineos, I mean, and I mean, in terms of what Erik Ten Hag has done, I mean, results aside, and as I said that I do have some sympathy for him, but results aside, he's struggled a bit. I mean, the statements that he's given in the press when his team has been wretched, second best, and not good enough. He's come out that his teams played dynamic attacking football, which I don't think is the case. He's come out at that, and yeah. So that thing is uh, is what is from an art point of view. So that that thing is uh, is uh, is is I mean, it would worry me, to be honest, and uh, and I guess that's one of the reasons that uh, he has paid the price for uh, paid the price for you know paid the price for with his job, and only time will tell whether the news reports are true or not. And well, to be honest, he's also been let down by a lot of his players as well, in terms of how they performed. Marcus Rashford, who who received a lot of praise for his performances last season, which was kind of a World Cup year as well, and and uh, sorry to say, but this season he's been dismal. I don't have anything to say about what he's done. Two goals from open play at Old Trafford all season, and most of them, most of the goals have been penalty goals, which isn't ideal when you're the star performer. I mean, he's been sulking. Bruno Fernandes hasn't ever since he's come back from injury. He's done really well, but before that, he had been sulking and quite a lot. At least it appeared to me from the outside. Might not be true from uh, from uh, from the club's point of view, and and that is something that Erik Ten Hag has had to live with. It's it's I mean, if you listen to a lot of Manchester United fans, etc., they believe that Marcus Rashford, etc., these players haven't you know lifted a leg for Erik Ten Hag this season. He's been fighting lone battles, and from start to finish, whether it be the transfer window and other things, it hasn't really gone that well. And this thing coming out 48 hours or 72 hours or somewhere in between an FA Cup final, it's 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 tough to take for any manager. And with the with the way things are in modern football, where players seem to be running the show for the clubs. Managers uh, don't usually have don't usually have much much to much say in what they can and cannot do. And then, well, that's uh, that's uh, that's uh, that's life, I guess. I'm pretty sure Erik Ten Hag will find another good job. He's earned his stripes. Uh, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes for Erik Ten Hag in the coming days, as such. But that, of course, is pure speculation. Let's come to the defending um FA Cup champions, and of course four-time winners of the FA Cup, of the Premier League. Four consecutive Premier Leagues Manchester City have won, and they'll be looking to they'll be looking to make it a double of cup in the league with this trophy. I'm pretty sure a lot of you will agree that Manchester City start as clear favorites in this game. In this in this game. So, with about 7 minutes to go, let's go over the team news. Let's start with the home team as per the draw, and that is Manchester City, who 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 are the home team. So they have Stefan Ortega in goal, Ederson, who's injured and will be missing. And I hope, I am not sure whether he'll be back for the what do you call Copa America or not. Should be back. I mean, it is described as a non-serious kind of an injury, and so we'll see how it goes. It Yeah. So the team news: uh, Stefan Ortega in goal. The back four of John Stones, Josko Guardiola, Nathan Ake, and club captain Kyle Walker. Then in midfield, the two sitting, Rodri and Mateo Kovacic, and then three attacking players behind them are Foden, um, Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, and Bernardo Silva. And up top is of course Erling Haaland, who made Alan Shearer's team of the season. He scored a good number of goals considering he was injured, and of course, and he 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 did. He did um miss a few sitters, but I mean, he's a bit of a freak of nature when it comes to scoring goals, and and yeah. We'll see how it goes for Erling Haaland as well. And as for Manchester United, their injury situation isn't as bad right now. Manchester United's, that is. So they have Andre Onana in goal. They have a back four of Van Bissaka, Rafael Varane, Diego Dallo, and Lisandro Martinez. I don't know why I keep calling him Lautaro Martinez. And then in midfield, they have Manchester United have got Kobe Menu, Scott McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, and then up top they have Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho, and pretty sure I'm missing out on someone. Uh, Hello, Clipnaldo, how are you? So and and so and then and then I'm not sure if I'm missing out on someone, but I think I might have Kobe Manu, Scott McTominay, and of course Sofian Amrabat is another one. He's another one who's playing, who's been in decent form, who's been in decent form for Manchester Manchester United, although should have given a penalty against Newcastle United, and yeah. So I don't know why I'm not able to upload the chat. Let me just see and 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 yeah. So yeah, and and yeah. So I mean, a strong enough team, which I mean, by considering Manchester United's standard, and uh, and uh, and yeah. So we'll see what happens in this game, and yeah. So thanks, Clipnaldo. Yeah, I've been trying that as well, and hopefully we'll be doing something, and and let's hope in future in future I can try something. and then we'll see how it goes right now. So focusing on this and yeah. So no, I agree with you what you've been saying, but now the game is really close. So focusing on the game itself and 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 the players are out on the pitch. I'm not sure why the hell am I not able to upload the damn chat. So so yeah, the two teams, uh, Manchester United, uh, red jerseys and, and red jerseys, black shorts, and Manchester City, they're awful looking sky blue. I don't like this jersey of theirs. Uh, uh, so and Andy Madley is the referee, just in case if you want to know. And this shot is his first FA Cup final. Manchester City kick off before and it will be and let's get ready for this game and should start any moment now. I'm not sure if they'll be taking the knee or not. Wembley, of course, is full, is full, and and we have a kickoff uh, in this first half, and yeah. So let's see how it goes. A good start for Manchester City. Manchester United rather, they haven't conceded after 13 seconds like they did last season, and 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 Kevin De Bruyne playing hard, and there's a chance on the fourth all, and oh, this could be a penalty. This could be not given. Haaland appeals. I'm pretty sure this is going to be VAR, and Andy Madley is going to VAR check. Lisandro Martinez is the guy who's I think the pick might be complete. It is. So play goes on. Haaland again. Manchester United must have fans must have had their hearts in their mouth, and so not a good start, not an auspicious start for not an auspicious start for uh, get Hopefully, it should come up now. But Manchester City dominating possession and as expected, first 3 or 4 minutes dominating possession, Manchester United sitting deep. One good thing from it's a good omen, not a thing as such, where last time Manchester United had a Dutch manager who knew that he was going to get sacked regardless of the result. Louis van Gaal, they went on to win the FA Cup. They beat Crystal Palace in the final of 2015, so 9 years ago. But Manchester United have been pressing as well and 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 yeah. So, so I mean, oh, I thought it was a dangerous sort of a pass, but no, it was well played. Manchester City, of course, in everyone's eyes, most people's eyes, clear favorites, and favorites. I mean, in the eyes of bookies as well. I mean, no chances to speak of in the first 6 minutes. Although Manchester City, Manchester United, both teams are pressing really well. I mean, this is far cry from a team from the team that Manchester United had in the FA Cup semi-final against Coventry City in the Coventry City game against in the FA Cup semi-final that they played. So that way is we should expect better. But Coventry City, although they play in sort of a shade of a light blue as well, but they aren't. I mean, Manchester City aren't uh, Coventry City, and I mean, once Manchester City get going, they 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 could take you to cleaners. I mean, should be offside, although Kyle Walker does brilliantly. Marcus Rashford, oh, dreadful pass. I mean, that was a poor pass, and was a poor pass. Another poor layoff. Oh, good save by Ortega. I mean, good save from Garnacho. And I mean, I was looking at the formation that Manchester United might be playing. I still don't figure out what is their exact formation. We'll see how it goes. And Bernardo Silva playing. I mean, he's playing very deep right now. Right now. And who knows? We might be going into extra time as well. Oh, good ball, Phil Foden. Kevin De Bruyne in the box. Ooh, good header cleared, but here's Bernardo Silva who should get to the ball first. Side netting from Foden. Oh, and first real chance where Manchester City have had, chance to break forward. Pep Guardiola looks different in his suit, tie, shirt, nicely tucked in, and then looks like an Italian fit sort of a suit, and then and then we'll see. I mean, Harry Maguire was ruled out of this game uh, two 2 days ago, I think it was, and since then we know Rafael Varane is fit, and this is perhaps Manchester United's best defense, and let's see how they cope with the pressure that will be coming their way. Marcus Rashford is playing right up top, and I see Scott McTominay is playing in the number 10 sort of a role, and Manchester United haven't looked in that any kind of danger so far. You know, I mean, Manchester City, they are have had their moments. They played the ball in behind, but Rodri, who hasn't been on the losing side and for well over a year. I mean, um, a lot of people have been saying, what about the loss loss against? Hang on a second. Kovacic, Kevin De Bruyne, who had it cleared, but still in a dangerous area. Mm, I mean, no chances taken there by Varane. Perhaps, I mean, I'm not sure about Erik Ten Hag, but definitely Rafael Varane's last game for Manchester United. He's already announced that he's leaving leaving Manchester United at the end of the season. Foul by Erling Haaland after a poor touch, and after poor touch, Onana on the ball there. I mean, he's been. I mean, let's not say anything on. Oh, bad pass. I mean, almost intercepted by Foden, who's been Premier League's named Premier League's Player of the Season, and I mean, let's say his first season at Manchester United has been disappointing on Anna's. I mean, and and foul. I mean, could have let the advantage play out there, but Lisandro Martinez. I mean, he's living dangerously and looks a bit different. I don't know whether he had a different sort of a hair color. I can't even remember last time he played. And I mean, he came on against Newcastle United, and but in his black hair looks different. Of course, World Cup winner with Argentina, and here comes the free kick cleared away, and Nathan Ake should get to it first, but gets a throw, chooses to get a throw instead of you know camera panning to Erik Ten Hag. Looks, I mean, can't go by the looks, but uh, given the volume of stories that have come out, he does look a bit shook up. And it does appear I mean, that this might be the last game for Manchester United, and not sure where the damn chat box is disappearing. And first shot attempted by Manchester City, and it's get this chat box fixed somehow. Good pass to, I think it was Dallo. So John Stones named in the England squad as well for the Euros. played by City. I mean, it's not been that bad for Manchester City in the, but Manchester United have defended stoutly. Maybe the pressure is off playing for the manager. They know what's coming, and that's Phil Foden though. But we know Manchester City. Who I like this combination of Rodri and Kovacic. You know, not a not a good pass. Not a good pass. About 20 minutes played. I mean, nothing major to report as such. And oh, that pass and almost mentioned it on the counter were almost in the, that should have been a foul. Here's hurling Haaland though. Oh, good tackle. Foul. Maybe a yellow card, perhaps. I'm not really sure. But City taking some chances. Far from one-sided this game. Maybe the heat or something like that. In the league game, previous league game, it was Manchester United who opened the scoring through a thunderbolt by Marcus Rashford, and then Phil Foden scored twice. Erling Haaland scored. This has been an awful start from Bernardo Silva. Awful touch, and then good ball played in. McTominay, is it? And of course, I forgot to mention, but no Casemiro as well. I mean, he's been playing like a 70-year-old in these last few games, and ball out of play. Ganacho had a chance of trying to of he could have played a ball in the box, but chose to run with it. And in the end, good defending by Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake, I mean, he's the left-sided center half. No Akanji, um, no no Ruben Diaz either. Not sure why, but Pep knows best. I mean, for me, the best manager in the Premier League, Guardiola, who, in my opinion, has been the signing of the season, and fairly equally distributed, attacks on left as well as right side, but maybe a slightly skew towards left side with Guardiola rather than on Kyle Walker's side. Foden, Foden. Oh, there could have been a chance, but Erling Haaland's run was perhaps slightly, I mean, not on the same wavelength as you might want. And yeah, so Phil Foden has been, I mean, the player that has excited me the most in this uh, in this 25 or so minutes. I mean, he's tried to create Erling Haaland. I'm not really sure what is done in the last few games. He's a he scores a lot of goals, but a lot of them come in spades against some of the um, teams in the lower echelons of the Foden, De Bruyne, Kovacic, Rodri. Good clearance by Varane. I mean, Manchester City now coming into it, they are dominating the ball quite a lot. Those counter attacks have become less and less as minutes have gone by. The referee has been decent. I mean, nothing too controversial has happened so far. I mean, I didn't see the replay of the first minute penalty appeal when Lautaro Martinez I mean, it was alleged that he brought down Erling Haaland, but I mean, Manchester City, I mean, far, far too good right now in terms of possession. Not, oh, good touch was needed from Guardiola. I mean, for me, he's been the signing of the season. Second, I mean, Mickey Van de Ven has been good as well. Who else? I mean, Declan Rice is he's done well as a new signing, but he was already acquainted with the league when he came in. Uh, who else? Uh, Again, Manchester United can't get on the ball, but yes, Amrabat. Oh no! What a mess! Garnacho scores. Manchester United lead. An absolutely dreadful howler of a mistake by Manchester City, and Manchester United lead. I mean, I'm not really sure what were they doing, and it's Man United now are who are in front. Dreadful delivery offside, and Manchester United have taken the lead. Guardiola on goal. No, Garnacho has scored basically. I mean, not sure. I say an own goal, but a terrible error by Ortega. I mean, I'm not sure what Ortega was doing. I mean, the defender has covered, and Manchester must be on cloud nine. Nacho scoring, and to be honest, Manchester City haven't looked like doing anything, and one long ball upfield, and all hell is kind of broken loose. And I mean, Manchester City, I mean, for me, again, terrible ball. As I was talking about, I mean, uh, Guardiola as one of the signings of the season, he leads to a goal, and again pumping a long ball. I mean, this result means that Manchester United will be in the Europa League as it stands, and then Chelsea will be in Conference League, and Newcastle will be missing out on Europe altogether. And And yeah, but still plenty of time, close to an hour, if not more. And but the truth is, I mean, Manchester City have looked far from, uh, you know, their reassuring selves, and Manchester United are now looking far better than they were previously, and of course that comes from the goal, the lead that they have taken. And interestingly, when the goal was scored, there was no celebrations as such from Ten Hag. He. I mean, a lot of managers do that, and I mean, this of course is a team, a defense which is far stronger. So Manchester City will have to dig deep. It's not the kind of a day where they might expect you know cooler weather, and so the heat might take its toll in the second half. But the way they have played, I mean, it reminds me of the Bayer Leverkusen versus Atalanta game, and if Erik Ten Hag does leave after this game, and if the results doesn't change, then what a way to go out, like Louis van Gaal. But Manchester City, I mean, as I said, still have time. Oh, Bernardo Silva with an effort, and Ortega saves. It's 2-0, but I think it's offside. Offside given, but let's check. Marcus Rashford was the one who put the ball in the net. Uh, Clear offside, I think. Clear offside. Marcus Rashford, I think, knew that he was offside. Game has begun, but that's Manchester City. They play risky football. Pep Guardiola looks far from happy, and I mean, but Manchester City somehow sometimes do things the tough way. I mean, and if it was going to be tough, Manchester City were nearly in there. Good ball. A 2-0. It's 2-0. It's Kobe Manu who makes it 2-0. Wow, what a ton up for the books. This is Erik Ten Hag. I mean, absolutely atrocious defending. Atrocious. And I mean, Manchester City is good and they did from here. We scored and Manchester United look really good. Short played the ball. It was an absolutely light ball and Bruno Fernandes with the assist and Kobe Man with poor finish and and, and Manchester City must be wondering what's happened to them. Nothing Stefan Ortega could do, and it's a real turn up for the books. And Erik Ten Hag delighted, and so he should be. And wow, didn't expect that. But to be honest, Manchester City have been awful, absolutely awful. They look toothless up front with Erling Haaland just, I mean, strolling around. He hasn't done anything of note. And like, I'm biting my teeth. Like, do something, Haaland. But chance. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne with the ball that, I mean, Manchester City somehow need a goal back before half time. And Pep, I mean, we know his teams can you know change gears really quickly, but this in uh, this thing is I mean could be 3-0. Oh no, well blocked there. Manchester City look shell shocked. Really, I mean, I would be too. I am as well, and I mean, like, I mean, I was questioning why no Ruben Diaz or why no Ruben Diaz or Akanji in this game, and Stones and Ake have been left found wanting. And I mean, this strategy of, you know, somehow Manchester City have to find a goal, and and they've been so sloppy. Manchester City, it's absolutely appalling. I mean, look at this. I mean, Manchester City have been awful. I mean, seriously. However, it's still Manchester City, and if they can find from one goal from somewhere, it's the game is not over. Manchester City don't have to win in the allotted 90 minutes. If they can take it to 2-2, you know, there's still hope. And free kick to Manchester City, foul by Kobe Manu on Kevin De Bruyne. And if this goes in, a yellow card as well to Kobe Manu. Yeah. And if this goes in, then it changes the complexion of the whole game. And who knows, Manchester City might be able to come back into this game, and we might have a good second half. But the FA Cup finals that I have seen over the years are not like I mean, there haven't been loads of goals, and but I mean. Easy collect by Onana. And we are into the 2 minutes. We've already played a minute of the 2 minutes at a time. And that should take the half. Guardiola must be wondering, so many bad touches, so many bad touches, and Manchester United look so comfortable. I mean, that's the takeaway from the, I mean, John Stones has make substitutions. And, Guardiola, Bruno Fernandes putting in a captain performance, and half time and Manchester, I mean, seriously, I, 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 I am truly speechless right now. It's a 2-0 to Manchester United. Yes, the graphic reads correctly. It's uh, it's 2-0 to Manchester United. Manchester City have, have been awful, absolutely awful in this first half. Dreadful defending, dreadful. I mean, almost all of it. And Ireland is perhaps symptomatic of everything that has gone on in the first half. He's barely touched the ball. He's not got involved in the build-up plays. He's uh, he's been anonymous basically, and um, the first goal from Garnacho came in the uh, in the 30th minute, and before that Manchester City weren't any great shakes, and since then they were worse in the same way. And in this game at least, having found out they've 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 been full. I mean, last year you could say they were lucky in the game against Manchester United in the FA Cup final, but this season he's been. I mean, it's been absolutely dreadful. Um, the only decent sort of a thing that you can talk about Bernardo Silva for went straight to Anana. Apart from that, Manchester United defense has had very little to do. Very little to do in the game. In the game, Phil Foden trying to do something, uh, not happening. John Stones trying to come in midfield, trying. I mean, one thing is midfield, but he's ahead of Rodri and Kovacic, and the someone who's the box. So that is that is also. I mean, that is also kind of uh, that is also affecting defense. The error by Guardiola. I mean, both Guardiola and both Guardiola were at fault, and not at fault. The goal Ortega, I I I think are out of his area when he saw that when he saw that uh, when he saw that when he, I mean, when he when he saw that what they all had ball and roll. I mean, if idea more than Guardiola, I mean, but that's the way Pep Guardiola plays. He who knows, it doesn't get more decisive in that phase, uh, but it is what it is. The whole, I mean, I'm trying to think who it was who played. It might have been Bruno Fernandes, and or might have been someone else. I'm, I am 80% sure it was Bruno Fernandes who played that crossfield ball, and then and then you know and then and then uh, and then he was the one who got the assist for the Kobe Manu goal. Manu was of course very good when he scored, and and well, one thing is we might be seeing that end of that Rodri record of more than a year of not getting beaten. There's still 45 minutes to go. Manchester City, we know, will keep on going, and but Manchester United in this game, coming into this game, have had a strategy. They've defended deep. They have a good defense. Four defenders who are more or less playing in positions they are supposed to play, and and that is helping them. Manchester City can pass the ball intricately in midfield. They're getting pressed. Sofian Amrabat is going back to Fiorentina at the end of the season, but but he's he's leaving a mark. He's 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 not going without showing that for the he can fight for the Manchester United shirt, and 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 yeah, but there's another aspect, and 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 yeah, there's another aspect to this, which is that Manchester United, if the result stays the same, and I'm pretty sure that that it will. Given how Manchester City have played, very unlikely that Manchester City come back into the game. But having said that, Coventry City scored 3 goals in the last few minutes. So Manchester United cannot be complacent. They need to put their foot on the metal, and keep going, and yeah. So I mean, there's this this there are a lot of strands to this, uh, you know this game, that a lot of strands to this game, which need to be traversed, and Chelsea going into Europa Conference League, Newcastle out of Europe totally, and 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 yeah, and I mean, getting into Europa League offers you another chance of getting into Champions League in the season after next. And if Manchester United can do that, nothing like it. But as I said again, there are still 45 minutes to go, and there's still 45 minutes to go, and and anything can happen. Manchester City have come back from 2 goals down before to win games. That game against Aston Villa springs to mind, and 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 you know that Pep will fire his players up. Erling Haaland needs to do better. I mean, he's I mean, um, he was named in Alan Shearer's team of the tournament, but I don't think he deserves to be in any sort of a team of the tournament. For me, he's been he's he's not been good enough for Manchester City. He doesn't get involved in the build-up play, and and for me, he's a luxury player. I'll say this, and and he's a luxury player which needs to turn up in the second half. I'm pretty sure City will create more than two chances. Can they take them? He's been missing a lot of sitters in the in the in the in the in the last few games. Even against West Ham, he missed a sitter trying to do um, stuff that he didn't need, he didn't need to do, and then that ways he almost, I mean, he did put his side in bit of a danger, and then and 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 I mean, he needs to pull up his socks that ways, and he needs to pull up his socks that ways, and Manchester City and uh, ah, I mean, need to Manchester City need their talismanic and dare I say mercurial striker at this point at this point and and second half is about to begin. We'll start preparing for that. And I mean, and and we'll wait and see what 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 happens. I mean, Manchester United would be beating Manchester City in the final. It's been an awful sort of a performance for awful sort of a performance from Manchester City. They've they barely laid a glove on. They've barely made a glove on their city rivals, and the players are now back out. Players now back out. Still players coming out as well. Kanji is on. I'm pretty sure John Stones is out there as well. So Jeremy Doku is on as well. Not sure who will be going off. We'll find out. Of course, we will. Number six. Let's see who number six is. Perhaps Ake, and he at center half, and maybe we'll see. Kovacic and Ake have gone off. So I mean, Kovacic and Ake, Manchester City need to score two goals, and I mean, I'm pretty sure Manchester United are going to play games in this sporting games in this uh, in this they might waste time as well, and I mean, as I said earlier in the first half, that I was surprised that Ruben Diaz and Akanji hadn't started, and John Stones had started. John Stones, I think, has had most touches in the game, but But another, I mean, Dello at left back, oh, good skill, cutting back in, and I mean, Amrabat and Menu have done well as well. And every Manchester City touch is so, I mean, it looks so shaky, it looks so clumsy. I mean, the passing looks way off, and an effort over the bar from way in his own half from Rodri. And they're not going to score like this, but if there's a time to attempt a shot like that, it is now. And oh, Rashford needed better touch there. But, I mean, Rashford, I'm assuming that he got the touch, not not the defender, because Bruno Fernandes was kind of appealing for a back pass, but then Bruno Fernandes appeals for a lot of things which are kind of a fiction of his imagination. And, and Jeremy Doku, he played well against West Ham, but in the games that I watched him, he takes too many touches, slows everything down, and another awful pass from Bernardo Silva. I mean, I'm not sure what has happened to him. He's been very poor as well. And I mean, two man Manchester City players have been looking poor. Varane and Martinez look short. Amrabat looks good. Onana, no errors so far, although dicing with danger there. And oh, chance for City. Oh, good, well played there, but Josco Guardiola has been. I mean, he's. I mean, just as I was saying that he's been signing of the season and that whatnot, his touches have deserted him. He looks way off it, way off it, and and way off it. And now he's given a free kick in a sort of a dangerous sort of an area. Bruno Fernandes to take, but intercepted by Doku. I mean, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, little too overhit for Garnacho. Doku again. Manchester City. So slow, so ponderous. Could have had an attempt there. Again, side to side, square, nothing, nothing in a dangerous sort of an area. Chance was there for a shot. I mean, not one player looks up for this game. I mean, as I said, the game reminds me of Atalanta Leverkusen game. And Manchester United's midfield looks far better than, again, far more composed than Manchester City's. They're all over the shop. Manchester City. I mean, they can't keep the ball. They can't pass to their own players. They've been virtually non-existent in a way. I mean, Rodri. I mean, could have been a penalty on Fernandes. Who pass intercepted. Awful touch from Phil Foden. Jeremy Doku has been good, and and the number of times this happens with Phil Foden trying to touch it with his left, hits his right. I mean, I mean, looks bad for even a Sunday League footballer. I know we don't have Sunday League footballers in Haaland off the bar. Haaland off the bar. That needed to go in. That needed to go in. And I mean, if that had gone in, we had some corner to Manchester City. I mean, that's one thing with Jeremy Doku when he comes on. It's most of the things, if not all the things, go through him, and then maybe because first corner of the game, this is the corner is cleared. Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, overhit beyond belief. But I mean, that needed to go in from Erling Haaland, and that's a bad miss. I mean, that isn't a sitter, but you expect someone who's and Alvarez is coming has come on for Kevin De Bruyne, and Kevin De Bruyne has not looked his usual self. He's been injured as well, in and out of the side, and chance for Man City corner. No goal kick came off Julian Alvarez last, and it's a goal kick to Manchester United. 56 minutes gone, and City have already made three substitutions. And apart from that shot from Haaland, which rattled off the bar, Doku, Alvarez, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, even in the box, and the crosses are now. I mean, I'm not sure what happened there. Some City player went down, and that's a bad ball played in Rashford. And some of the passing, I just cannot understand what kind of passing is that. And City look so, I mean, out of kilter. It's unbelievable. Doku, I mean, that was worth a shot, but didn't didn't connect cleanly. And I'm pretty sure in the next 32 minutes we'll see defense against attack. And and I mean, all players, Manchester United players, are in their own half. And again, Doku. I mean, I mean, dear, what does he want? Kyle Walker! Andre Onana with a good save. Corner. So indecisive the passing. Again, Jeremy Doku, this time central. And John Stones, Phil Foden. Cross comes in. Rodri collects. Uh, Good defending there from Varane. Over the bar, that was a real chance for Alvarez. I mean, he should be hitting the target. I mean, keep it down. It's so far up the bar. It's untrue. I know height is needed with the number of players in the box, but it's it was a good save by Onana, to be honest. An hour has been played, and I mean, surprisingly, I mean, given how poor pass and and Tomine, I mean, two poor passes. I mean, what kind of Manchester City are we watching today? I mean, they've been worse than. I mean, I drew an analogy from that Leverkusen Atalanta game, but uh, but this is absolutely pitiful from Man City. The passing from both teams. I mean, Man City especially is so poor. Look at this, and Jeremy Doku with an atrocious pass. I mean, no head or tail of that pass. I mean, Pep Guardiola trying to rally his troops, but I mean, to a man, they've been awful, absolutely awful. I mean, may as well blow the final whistle now because Man City aren't coming back from 2-0 down. The way they have played, the way Manchester United have defended, I mean, appalling, absolutely shitty, stinking. There's a chance. Oh, wide from Alvarez. I mean, well, as I said, but it's well wide from Alvarez, played through by Phil Foden, and on his left foot. He should really have had two goals by now, but he doesn't. And I mean, I mean, I might be coming across as someone who's a Manchester City supporter. I mean, more of a Manchester City guy than Man United, but I'm a Newcastle United supporter. But this is so poor, absolutely diabolical, and Erling Haaland. Dallo wide. And there's still hope. 25 minutes to go. Julian Alvarez has gotten close. Jeremy Doku. I know people or players. I mean, now it's becoming increasingly desperate, and Pep Guardiola. I mean, he looks rattled as well. He didn't look rattled against Aston Villa in that game, and he looks rattled as well, dare I say. And stops warming up. Hoyland, he can hold the ball up, so perhaps a good option. Marcus Rashford has been good defending. Jeremy Doku trying his tricks. Phil Foden giving the ball away. I mean, good save Ortega. Good save Ortega from Garnacho. Manchester United fans look in good voice. Honor. Throw. Oh, perhaps a sign of frustration. I mean, Ortega is a good goalkeeper. He made a tremendous save from Heung-min Son in that game, but he's no Ederson. I mean, Ederson for me is far better in a lot of stuff. Although he has his brain fades as well, and I mean, Manchester City are getting increasingly desperate, and I mean, with about 20 minutes of normal time remaining, I mean, the way they have been playing in the good defending there by Van Bissaka, good hold of play by Rashford, but Kyle Walker had him covered. No, not Walker. Guardiola, I think it was. Again, I mean, lucky there, Man City with Alvarez. Oh, close and corner. And as I had suspected, Manchester City, after 70 minutes, now playing games. Lautaro Martinez down injured, and this corner more or less has to go in. Sir Alex Ferguson, they're watching, talking with Sir David Brailsford, and substitutions. Johnny Evans coming on, and Rasmus Højlund as well. Rashford has gone off, and Martinez has gone off. Plenty of added time there will be. Another corner. Good defending. Manchester United players urging their colleagues, fellow players to keep concentrating. I mean, appeals for a penalty. Andy Medley is checking. Erling Haaland looks forlorn. I mean, I don't think it's a penalty. Although I don't think it's given. I can sense a third goal coming for Manchester United, just like in that Leverkusen Atlanta game. I know I keep going back to that, but and Sofian Amrabat has been good. He's, I mean, he hasn't. It's not. Again, Erling Haaland should be quicker there. Offside. Kyle Walker has had two shots. I mean, and Onana has made good saves from both of them, and Manchester City need a goal and they need it like now. 76 minutes have been played. I'm pretty sure there will be a big chunk of edit time as well, and I mean, free kick in a really dangerous area, in a really dangerous area, and and chance for Phil Foden. Let's see if there was a foul. I mean, yeah, could have been not given, and if it wasn't given, then no one would have batted an eyelid. Eyelid. I mean, has to be Foden or Alvarez, and and this is the time when in the semi-final, um, Coventry City started to get back into the game, and maybe just maybe. I know it doesn't look promising, hasn't looked promising. And at least make sure you hit the target. Make Onana save. I mean, looks a better angle for a left footer and Phil Foden, but Alvarez, Foden, nah, straight into the wall. I mean, if someone said to me that this is a performance of a City side, I would have, you know, asked them to get themselves checked as in how high they are right now. This, I mean, awful free kick, then an awful pass, and Manchester United are foul, and Akanji this time came came off Akanji's elbow as well, but Hoyland battling well there. I mean, this is a dangerous area as well. Bruno Fernandes and was well collected by Ortega. Was straight at him, and last 10 minutes now, and last 10 minutes now, and yeah, I mean, writing pretty much looks on the wall. I mean, City looked so poor, so poor. Another poor touch from Foden. Corner. I mean, this more or less has to go in. Well played there by Onana. But here it comes. Onana's bad punch. But Played through Garnacho against Kyle Walker. Again, as I had suspected, matches. I mean, it's not as if milking it. Last 6 or 7 minutes. Goal kick, goal kick, and time is almost up for Man City. And the way they have played, I mean, I mean, if Manchester City were poor in the first half, they've been, I mean, equally bad, if not worse, in this second half as well. Uh, I mean, there's no redeeming factor. I mean, the passing has been atrocious. Um, I mean, and touching touches. I mean, touching. Not sure what I'm talking about there, but the touches there have been. I think most of the Manchester City players have perhaps accepted their fate. Foden foul, another free kick opportunity, and this has to go in. If this doesn't go in, I mean, it might be curtains anyways, but then it's definitely curtains. Foul by Sofian Amrabat, the Moroccan, was good, and it was said that I mean when that shot from Haaland didn't go in and came back off the bar, I mean, maybe writing was again Jeremy Doku, good defending. Oh, goal! Jeremy Doku has scored. Jeremy Doku has scored. It's 2-1. And maybe, just maybe, there is hope. Maybe, maybe. And who knows? Poor goalkeeping. Say, Onana at fault there, and and uh, and that is bad goalkeeping. I mean, really poor. But there's still what 10, 15 minutes, 10, 12 minutes maybe left that Manchester City can take advantage of, and again Doku in the box. Oh no! Well, Manchester United are shaking right now. Doku again. Yeah, cleared away. Manchester United panic stations all over. And if this goes to extra time, then I mean, still about 6 7 minutes. Maybe get the ball to Doku, and and uh, and he can do something. And here it comes to Doku again. It comes to Doku again, and Phil Foden. Oh, another awful touch from Phil Foden, who's had a terrible game. And wow, last minute of the 90, we're expecting. Hmm. अभी रुको 5 मिनट 5 मिनट्स अभी खत्म होने वाला मैच रो अभी नहीं अभी नहीं another poor touch ah bad attempt and yellow carded someone from Manchester United Manchester City staff. I mean 7 minutes have been added on. I mean 7 minutes. Can Manchester City conjure up a chance? I mean, wrong area of the pitch for the ball to be in. Goal corner. No, goal kick given. So I mean this has made it increasingly. I mean, more difficult for Man City, Man United. I mean that piece of goalkeeping by Onana and the corner. And if this goes in, I mean all of Manchester United's hard work will go to pieces. And we still have 5 minutes, so you never know. You never know, but good collect, well collected by good collect, well collected by Andre Onana, and but a poor corner nonetheless from Alvarez. I mean, still 5 minutes, so still all to play for. Doku should get to the ball first, and should be Man City's. Substitution. Lindelof is coming on, and as is Mason Mount, Garnacho going off, and McTominay as well is going off. So more added time on what was already there. Can Man City muster up a chance? Doku should be going in the corner. Doesn't. Amrabat. Lindelof. Not sure. About 4 minutes left. If you add 1 minute, which came for the substitutions, Manchester City 4 minutes left, but are still, you know, a bit conservative. The way conservative is, I mean, still a lot of players in Manchester City's box or Manchester United box, and goal kick. I mean, John Stones, not the best of touches there. As it stands, Kobe Manu with the match winner. As it stands, as I said, last minute of the said edit time, but I'm pretty sure there'll be another minute because of the substitutions that took place. It's Rodri though, Jeremy Doku. I mean, a lot of play has gone for him. Cross. Oh, ball lost in a dangerous area by Alvarez. Now it's what? How many? Five on two or three. Foul given. but Julian Alvarez was playing with fire, and that I think that is that foul by Alvarez, and I think that is that bad touch, and then and I think congratulations are in order for Manchester United, who have done it 2-1 win, just like in 2015 when they won the FA Cup last time round, and they've done it. It's over. Manchester United win the FA Cup 2023 2024, and congratulations to them. Remarkable achievement. It's full time, and it's well deserved for Ten Hag, and United deserved Manchester City off. I mean, I don't know how bad they were Manchester City. They were to a man. They were poor. Absolute. I mean, garbage. They were a Foden Premier League Player of the Year. And, I don't know what to say, but was he was terrible, absolute terrible in the whole game. His pieces, his play from the open play, his everything. Rafael Varane leaves on a happy note. Nana still same problems persist, and well deserved for every Man City player. Phil Foden, I mean, tried, but uh, but as I said, he was poor. First half goals from Garnacho, and then Kobe Manu, and then uh, and then in the second half, Jeremy Doku did score. It was a terrible error from terrible error from uh, terrible error from Onana, and I think I think Manchester City didn't deserve it today. They were to a man very very poor. I mean, um, I mean, what else is there to say? So bad there on the camera. He was good. He was good today. Kobe was good. Bruno Fernandes was good. Defense, the whole defense, and Manchester City. I mean, very poor. Uh, as I said, awful, and uh, and and who else? Erling Haaland. That shot needed to go in. He hit the bar. Um, I mean, Erling Haaland. I don't think he's a big game player, and he just doesn't turn up against big teams in big games. He's easily marked, and maybe who am I to give advice to Pep Guardiola, but maybe there's a different way to to uh, to play in some games, but maybe Erling Haaland needs to get dropped for big matches, because today was one of those games where he just was anonymous for the entire duration of the game, and dare I say, in, if they had a sort of a false nine or something or someone like that, maybe 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 I mean, who knows, they Man City might have might have had a different outcome, but it is not to be their day. It is Manchester United's day, and Erik Ten Hag looks happy, and so he should be. His team has done him proud, and I have ripped up an old wound of sorts, and yeah, and and yes, Pep Guardiola seems to be complaining. I thought there might have been a minute more as well, and congratulations to Manchester United. They were thoroughly brilliant, and I mean well deserving of their of the win, and and who knows. Anyways, thanks for joining, and I'll see you in my next few videos. Champions League final is there next week, and we'll talk about that. And then let's see what happens. And yeah, so for now, it's goodbye. Take care, and I'll see you in my next few videos. Bye for now.